All right. Excuse me. We are live. It's 10 o'clock. It's not super late. It's early still. It's 10 o'clock. All right, cool. We're live. I'm bummed. Fortnite was supposed to be on. It's not. Servers are not responding. I don't know what that means, to be honest. The downtime lied. The downtime lied. Here's the Big Ten Championship now to play, chat. Wait, I'm not plugged in.
Okay, now I'm plugged in. What the hell? Okay, cool. Now you guys can hear me. I can hear you guys. Couldn't hear the game. Big Ten Championship game of the week. Penn State. We already beaten once. Here's the glory. Here's the honor. Have you guys seen that? Alright, I'm live. Guys, this is it. I think we're in no matter what. We're the 1 seed. I think if we win, we're the 1. If we're the 2, then if we lose, then we have to be at least the 5. Maybe later. You know, those who are just joining, welcome in. What a chaotic day of college football today, too, with Ohio State losing. I guess it wasn't that crazy other than that, but kind of shocking. That game just absolutely derails college football, I think. We'll see where they get rated, though. Like, I don't know where they get rated. They were 2, I think, right? Ooh, that's not good. And you could be like, well, then, I mean, they're 2. It's like, well, they have 2 losses now. Where's Ohio State going to be rated? Gotta get some yardage here. Got some space there. 3rd and 6. We'll take it. Let's do a little pass play here. Let's get some yardage. We need some yards. We need some breathing room here. Might have to punt early. Never mind. 1st down. Let's go. Like, I think... Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me turn Patty on. Pause. I turned Patty off because... Jesus, that's loud. I turned Patty off because... Well, because earlier was like the event, and people were like... My Patty's been fucking up recently anyways. It was like re-showing old chats. Which you're probably like, what the fuck does that even mean? I don't even know. It's just someone would type something and then it would list off like the first 5 messages of my stream and then the message that someone just sent. Every time someone sent a new chat. So I don't really know. I don't really know. Wow, terrible pass. 4th and 8. We're punting. I mean, Michigan winning. If you guys want to break it down, we can break down the college football playoff. I can't stream. Not that advanced. I can't stream like the bracket. I don't have a PC. Not a good punt. Jeez Louise. Nice hit. Let's run through real quick who's in, who's not in. Okay? And how many we have. Let's count. First off, the first easy one's Notre Dame. They don't have a conference. We know they're in. Okay, and then we'll go conference by conference. Notre Dame's in. They're number 6 right now. They won today over USC. They will be in no matter what. Ooh, nice hit. Like, they're in. We already knew this. Okay. Now, you might say, you're not going to like what I say next. Well, I don't really care if you guys like what I'm saying. I'm just going to break it down. I want to talk the for sure ends first, okay? And by for sure ends, it's the obvious ones, the ones that teams that won today will be playing in the championship games. I don't want to talk hypotheticals, and then we're going to start adding more teams. So we have one in. That's Notre Dame. Now, let's go Big Ten. Big Ten's easy because we have 4 in, I think, from the Big Ten, but I'm only going to count 3. So in from the Big Ten, for sure, are Oregon, Penn State, and Indiana. All 3 won today. All of them are rated in top 10. I don't think Indiana's going to fall down at all. They beat Purdue by 66. And I think you're fucking crazy if you think Indiana's not in. I know that people don't think they beat anybody. Same thing with Texas other than Texas A&M today. So, I mean, there's some teams out there that haven't played anybody. Okay, you're going to say Ohio State, like, you're really going to debate me and say Indiana's in. They haven't beaten anybody. They're 11-1. They've beaten Big Ten teams, first off, and they've handled well. Oh, then I get Ohio State beat Indiana, but Ohio State lost to Oregon and Michigan. There's an argument that Indiana's going to be higher than Oregon. Or that it'll be a high argument that Indiana's going to be higher than Ohio State. I'm not saying it's true, but it's an argument. I think there's an argument that exists. We can have that conversation, is what I'm trying to say. So I think Indiana's in, I think Oregon's in, and then obviously Penn State won today. They'll be in the Big Ten Championship. They're at 4 right now. They're going to be in. So right there, we have 4 teams so far. I'm going to come back to Ohio State. I'm leaving them out because they lost today. Because the point is that they will fall in the rankings today, or I guess it'd be on Tuesday. I don't know how far. I think they'll stay in, but I want to see how many automatic bids we have, and then from there, see how many spots we have. And then you can debate, okay, is it going to be Ohio State or what? And it's probably going to be pretty easy. You're probably going to say Ohio State's in. All right. So Ohio State, I have outright. I'm not counting them in. Okay, so we have the Big Ten. We have 4 teams total: Notre Dame and 3 Big Ten. Then we're going to go to the SEC, right? Georgia's in, right? They had a scary win, but they won. Georgia's in. And I imagine that Tennessee's in. That's 2. So that would bring our total up to 6, right? Let me pull up the rankings. Actually, it'd be a lot easier if you look at it like this. So we have, let's see. Oh, sorry. I said who? Who did I say? I don't know who I said. Sorry, we're going to rephrase it. Of the teams that are in from the SEC, I have Texas. They're in the Big Ten, the SEC championship. I have Georgia and Tennessee all in from the SEC for sure. And I'm not bringing up Alabama yet. So right, that's 3 SEC teams, 3 Big Ten, and Notre Dame. So that's 7 teams in already, and we have 5 spots left. You get what I'm trying to say when I say it's not crazy to think that it's potential that some of these teams that I'm going to talk about are locks. I don't see it that way. All right. Next, we need 3 more conference champions. Okay. Now here's where so 5 spots, 3 conference champions. That's where we're going to go next. Damn. Maybe I need to focus on this game. But the 3 conference champions I'm going to give. Let's give one to the Big 12. We got to make some assumptions here, though, right? We have to make some assumptions here, because if we don't make an assumption, this whole exercise is actually super, super difficult and pointless. I'm going to assume Boise wins their conference. I'm assuming they're in as a conference champion. I'm going to then go to the Big 12. In the Big 12, it's either Arizona State, I think, or BYU who's leading. They're not going to get 2 teams in there. Big 12's getting 1 team only, and I think they'll have a team. So I'm going to give the Big 12 a team as well, in which it's going to be, let's just say for this purpose, Arizona State. So there you go. So now we're going to have 10. Okay, so we have Arizona State now. So then the other conference champion. So we have Boise. We're going to assume we have Big Ten champion. Could be a couple different teams. We have the SEC champion. Could be a couple different teams. I think all those teams that are going to play the SEC championship and the Big Ten championship are in. I have Boise assumed, and I have Arizona State assumed. Okay. The 5th champion of a conference is going to come out of the ACC. I think did Miami lose today? I think Miami's not in the conference championship, right? They did. They lost to Syracuse. So now it's going to be Clemson versus SMU. I don't really give a shit if it's either one of them. SMU is rated 9. Clemson is rated 12. I think if SMU or Clemson win, they're in, obviously, based on the rule. I think if either of them lose, they're not in. I think ACC has 1 team. If SMU loses to Clemson, I don't foresee a path for SMU over a team like Ohio State or other teams. So let's just table that the ACC champion, the ACC runner-up for now. I think Miami losing today at 10-2, we're going to bring them up again. Okay, so again, that's where I think it's complicated. Is okay, how do you take Miami, for example? Let's say SMU loses to Clemson. How do you take Miami over SMU? I know SMU didn't play Miami, but SMU has 2 losses, made the championship. Miami didn't. Are you going to take Miami? It's a question. So for now, we're going to just assume only 1 ACC team. So that rounds out our 5 conference champions and a couple at large bids. It puts us at 10. Here, I'm going to list them off. Let's start with the easy one, right? Notre Dame in 1. We're going to go Oregon, Penn State, Indiana. That's 4. In the SEC, we're going to go Texas, Georgia, and Tennessee. That's 7. We're 7 total now. Then we're going to go the other 3 conference champions. Assumed. Boise, ACC champion. We're going to go with, just for now, SMU. And the Big 12 champion, Arizona State. That's 10. That means we have 2 more bids. 2 more bids. That's it. So now you're down to 2 bids left. Okay, and here's your options in terms of what you're looking at right now. 2 more bids. And I'm going to give you every team I think that has a realistic shot. I'm not saying whether they're going to be in or out or how you look at it, because a lot can happen in a week, and then how they interpret the rankings I think is a big deal. Now, if you say Ohio State's locked in with 2 losses and 10-2, there's only 1 spot left. I mean, hello, guys. That's crazy to me. I think legitimately Ohio State losing today could take them out. And some people might be like, obviously. And I'm like, I don't know how obvious it is. There's bias here. They're number 2 team in the country. I think there's bias here. So 2 spots, and I think the teams that legitimately, I'm going to count them, but I'm going to say them. I'm going to count them in the background. I'm going to say them verbally. Ohio State, okay. Miami, okay. I don't think Clemson will if they lose. So assuming SMU wins. Now, if SMU loses, I don't think they're in. So I think it's going to be Ohio State, Miami, Alabama. You kind of got to argue Ole Miss and South Carolina. I mean, is it already decided now? Are we pretty much decided at this point? Because it looks like it's probably just going to be Ohio State, Miami, right? But I mean, SMU, how do you not take SMU if SMU loses? Or is SMU going to go in over Miami or not, and I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, Alabama's 8-3, guys. They only beat Auburn by 14. I think they needed more. Mississippi, 3 losses. I don't think Mississippi's in. There's no way. But Mississippi, here's the Mississippi resume. Ready? They did lose to Florida. They did lose to LSU. And they did lose to Kentucky. Now, Florida, Kentucky are bad losses, but here's their wins. South Carolina by 24. That's good. And South Carolina's right after them. So right there, they've already got they're already in over South Carolina. They beat Arkansas, the shit out of Arkansas. They beat Georgia by 18. You know, it's I don't know. Then you look at Alabama and you say, okay, Alabama. Alabama lost to Oklahoma. Okay. Alabama lost to Tennessee. Alabama almost lost to South Carolina. They lost to Vandy though. But Alabama, here's their wins again. They beat Georgia. They beat Mizzou, who has turned out to be better than what they were rated really high. They went back down. Now they're up a little bit high. They beat LSU. I mean, they really haven't beaten anybody crazy good either. So the argument's going to come down: is Ohio State in? I think Ohio State's in, but I think Ohio State's probably going to land near that 12 spot. They're probably going to be 11 or 10. Good fucking luck to anybody who's going to host Ohio State in the in the first round. I mean, granted, you don't have to go to Ohio. That's a positive, but like, I mean, it could be Notre Dame, which would be wow. I mean, if Notre Dame's like the 6 or 7 seed, because you know they're going to get fucked on their seeding. And I mean, then you go conference tournament champions, and it's like, who could win to upset and take a bid away? I don't think anybody, other than, I mean, I don't think so, because I think Texas, Georgia are both in. The Big Ten champion are in, right? Oregon or Penn State, they're both in. Oh, they fucking scored. Indiana's so in. So what happens if SMU loses? Is SMU? You're gonna argue if SMU loses, which I just don't think that. If they lose, I just don't think they have the resume that could put them in. Their current record has a great record, 10-1. But again, it's like they value SMU a little bit higher than Indiana. But again, SMU's got to go play in the ACC championship. I don't know. It's going to come down to the argument is going to be, so are we taking Ohio State, which, I mean, they're number 2 and they lost today. I just think, personally, I look at I look at Ohio State and I just think people are like, well, they're in. They're 10-1. They're pretty much in anyway. Now they don't have to play in the Big Ten championship. You know, they're in. It's like, I mean, they're going to be 10th. I mean, maybe you rate them higher than the 5th conference champion, right? But if it's SMU, are you going to rate SMU higher or Ohio State? I mean, I don't know. But Miami's got to be in now. Right? Miami to me though is concerning. I mean, they lost 2 weeks ago versus Georgia Tech. They lost today versus Syracuse. They looked like a shoo-in. They were undefeated to start the year. Like, were they 9-0, 10-0, and then they went and lost to Georgia Tech. They trampled Wake Forest, and then they lost to Syracuse. It's like, so who's in the ACC champion? It's Clemson. It's Clemson and SMU. I mean, ACC has to get Miami, and I think it's going to be Ohio State and Miami as the last 2 teams in. But what I think is bullshit is, can't you make an argument there? That's where the argument comes in. Do you take SMU, who loses to Clemson, or do you take Miami, who didn't get to play in that championship game? I mean, my opinion is you're going to drop Miami. They lost today. And SMU, who's rated higher, should get in as an at-large bid. But I think what then the argument's going to say, okay, if you like SMU over Miami, which is, in my opinion, a difficult argument to say because I think Miami's a better team, especially with their quarterback Cam Ward. You could be like, Alabama is like, hello, we want to have a word, please. At what point do people go like, listen, I know Alabama, has had some tough losses. That's the thing is people are saying Alabama, they've had some tough losses. It's like, that's valid. They've had some tough losses. But there's, what they were saying today on game day was like their stats. If you look at their stats and how they perform as a team, they're performing well. They're just not getting W's. Which, you can argue that and be like, really, you're going to put somebody in because of stats? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that apparently the metrics are saying they're performing quite well, but they're just not closing it out. And I think, if you want to be honest, in normal years with Nick Saban at the helm, I think you have an argument to put Alabama in and say they're Alabama and watch them go to the semifinals. As like they'll say, put us as whatever seed you want us. Put us at the hardest path in a road game in the first round. Alabama would say, fuck it, we'll take it. And they'll go out there, and guess what? They probably would win. I believe that. I think Alabama could make semifinals. But this isn't the same Alabama team. So I think, oh my God, they pinned me deep again. They pinned me deep the first drive and then this one. I just think, again, I think Ohio State's in. If you don't like me saying that, I'm just saying that for the purpose of debate, I think you have to. What? You okay? You okay, Jay? Okay. I think for the purpose of debate, you have to at least have the conversation, which is, interesting, and you say, okay, so what we're looking at here is the two spots outside of the obvious ones we have, and you say, okay, are you going to put in Ohio State? Are you going to put in... I mean, I don't think Clemson's getting in with 4 losses, so Clemson's not going to get in. Are you putting SMU? That's a terrible pass. I fucking knew it off the gate, too. My brain just malfunctioned. And if you assume Ohio State's in, then you have one spot to talk about. It'd be really interesting to see how the committee is going to respond to losses in the championship games. I think Clemson's lucky to be in there, but I think Miami might have... I mean, they might have dodged a bullet here. It's kind of like... I think Miami's in, but again, the debate will happen where you say, okay, you're going to have 2-loss Miami, 2-loss SMU. Who would you rather have? And, I think that conversation's fair to say, well, I don't know. But personally, I want to take the team that makes the conference championship rather than the team that lost on week, 15 and didn't end up having to play that game. That's my opinion. I take weight in having to play your conference championship. And SMU has a serious argument if they go play Clemson and lose. But if SMU goes out and wins, then what, right? Then it's pretty easy. I think Miami's in no matter what. That's how I see it. I think there's no way you take... Oh my God, dude, they're covering me like crazy today. You can't drop that ball, come on. I do think the chaos today may have painted a clearer picture, and the chaos wasn't much of chaos other than Ohio State losing, which is chaotic in its own way, but in reality is it cleared up a lot of things because it I don't know. I hope that Ohio State with those second loss, I think they have to be rated lower then I think they've got to go down to 8 or 9, which is crazy, but like I don't think you can rate them. Like you're going to put Tennessee with a loss in the SEC championship, right? Let's say Tennessee loses to Georgia, you're going to have to put Tennessee above Ohio State, right? I mean, you have to. That's not fair. I mean, I think the rating thing is important because if you... Fuck, I should have thrown this guy in the end zone. Because, again, you don't reward Ohio State for losing and not playing the Big Ten Championship. It's just the same idea And it's the same idea that you could reward, a team with a bye. It's like, oh, I don't have to play the Big Ten Championship. I'm in the game, and I don't have the L in my name next to my name in the big. It's like, what would have happened if Ohio State did go to the Big Ten Championship, losing today, or with another loss? It's because let's say that Ohio State won today. They're in the Big Ten Championship. They lose again to Oregon. They have 2 losses, both to Oregon. They lost today. Now they have 2 losses, but one's from Michigan, one's versus Oregon. That's worse. So they have to be rated lower. They have to. I don't know if it's going to happen. Oh my God, they scored. Okay, I need to focus up, guys. Down 4. I have to admit, Penn State right now is playing phenomenal defense against me. Okay, 2-11. Did they score? No. Okay, 2-11. We have 3 timeouts, and we have the ball. This is actually really good territory, too. What happened? I have no idea. 2-minute warning? One more play? Nope. 2 more. We're going to talk college football after this game. Give me that. Okay, give me the 26. Ooh. All right, we're at 145 from the 10-yard line. Let's see if we can run this puppy in. Okay. Coach options. 2 clock. This is kind of loud. Is it loud to you? Okay. Like, I hear it through my headphones, and I'm like... Good. I wanted that. We're going to call a timeout. But we're going to call a timeout once it gets down to 5 seconds. I went to 1 second, not 5. HB Direct. 2 plays to score. Either way, Penn State won't have a ton of time to get a field goal to tie the game. Oh my God, he didn't get it. Okay. I really wanted that. Oh my God, I got to score here, guys. We got it this time. That should be game. Please. Let's go. Close. Way too fucking close. What do we think about this whole flag thing? I thought it was good. I think it's really good. Like rivalry, but I think it's too controversial. I think everyone has bad takes about it too. Like I think what happened in Michigan, if you look at the Michigan one, it's like okay, Michigan beat Ohio State in Ohio State when Ohio State was number 2. Michigan is mediocre, 500 team, and they embarrassed them. 4 straight wins. Random Day has never beat Michigan. It's something to at least be like, like yeah, I mean they deserve to plant the flag. Ohio State took exception to that. I don't blame Ohio State. But where are we at with that? Personally, what I don't think is good is that it's like, okay, Michigan does that. Is Ohio State not allowed to respond? Well, once Ohio State responds and tries to take the flag, then a fight happens. And what we can't have is the fight. That's the problem. You say, well, Michigan deserves to do it. Well, but Ohio State's not. I mean, if someone did that to you, I don't care how embarrassed you are. You can't. You have every right to respond. You're not happy. So I don't blame Ohio State for acting the way they did. But again, then you get into the fight, and it's like, in some ways, what should be allowed is Michigan should be able to go plant the flag, and then Ohio State should be able to rip it up and walk away, and then Michigan can't fight back, Ohio State can't fight back, and that's it. It's embarrassing. Ohio State's pissed off. They can use their anger to take it away. But the problem is, a fight is always going to happen. And literally, the flag thing happened at like 3 rivalry games today, which is stupid because North Carolina was it North Carolina UNC. It's like fucking you guys don't matter at all. None of you guys are getting played. Ohio State had a bad day today. So I mean, personally, I think what's going to happen is they're just going to ban it. They say if you end up planting a flag, then you're going to get fined. Your team's going to get fined like $500,000, and then every team's going to say, with the player that, does it getting, suspended for the next game. And then every player's going to be like, well, that's not fucking worth it. And then problem solved, right? And again, I didn't have issue with it. Michigan, I mean, come on now. Last year, Michigan won national title. They earned their respect last year. They won at home. This year, Michigan had no business beating Ohio State, and I think Ohio State overlooked Michigan. And you know what? Again, that's fucking Ohio State's fault. But again, if someone did that to me, I don't care how embarrassed I am. I'm absolutely going over there and ripping the flag out of the ground. I'm never letting that happen on my home field, especially for those Ohio State players that are seniors. They're like, fuck that. It's my senior day. We lost, but you want to fucking do that to us, especially with all the blood between them. I don't think you can let it happen. I do not know how long that fridge has been open for. So nonetheless, I think. Mhm. So again, I don't blame. Listen, I don't blame. I don't blame Ohio State. But again, it should be like you plant the flag and then they pick up the fucking flag and they walk out. Ohio State can come get it, but no fights. But every time there was a skirmish, because obviously it's super disrespectful, right? Baker Mayfield did it to Ohio State. I get it. But I mean, guys, you can't let that happen. But again, it's you want the fire and everything. I tell you what though, Ohio State will feel that loss more than any other loss all season. So you better believe that. I know that. Ohio State's going to feel that loss, other than the national title loss. If they lose any other game, let's say they lose in the first round or second round of the playoff, they'll be pissed. They're going to be extra pissed though if they lose to Michigan. It's bad. So there's nothing worse than losing to Michigan, other than they say if we don't win the championship, the worst thing that could happen if we don't win the championship is Michigan beating us. It's just like they're crazy over there at Iowa. But I don't know. Terrence Cloud won the Heisman. Let's go, our first Heisman. That's sweet. You had a good year, sophomore too. Best running back. Pretty good year. 15 touches, aren't? It's pretty productive. Best defensive back, Dwayne Hingham. Let's look at. Are we gonna be able to look at some? Yeah, BYU's putting up points on Houston now. So is BYU now into the Big 12? I mean, who knows? We have a bye week. Let's see what the job offers. Here we are undefeated. Where do we get offered jobs? Head coach of Clemson, and that's it. DC, Ohio State, DC, Texas A&M, DC, USC. Both are all of them are downgrades. I don't want to go anywhere. Let's look at the head coach openings though. Bama's open. They don't want me. All these teams that don't want me, or they don't think they can get me. Honestly, I would definitely take Utah at some point. But I don't know. We're taking Notre Dame. We're not leaving Notre Dame. So that's that. Is this official? Hold on. Is this official? Hold on. I want to look. It is. Cool. We'll look at all Americans then. But yeah, I mean, I think that they're just gonna ban it. They're gonna find the shit out of teams. So I think today was the last time you'll see that happen. No, that's not true. Actually, I think it'll happen in the future. I just think people are gonna get in trouble. So, yeah. Player Terrence McLeod. Terrence Cloud had the best year in his sophomore, so good for him. Best defensive back. I thought we had best defensive player. Hold on. Oh, where's the best defensive back? Hold on. There it is. Dude, look at my DBs. I had 3 corners in the top 10 and both my safeties. And Kiki Adai, the true freshman, 4th. Love it. All right, let's look at all Americans. Then we'll look at the college football bracket. And we'll look at some bowl games and go from there. Okay, first team All-American, Terrence Cloud. That was obvious. I think we should get our DBs on here, right? At least one of them. No, we don't. See, it's like they win DB of the year, but we don't make the fucking, All-American. Second team. Drew Doss, our senior left tackle. Nice. 2 All-Americans, 1 first, 1 second, and then a rookie, Tanner Fasano, freshman right tackle. Yeah, I saw that coming. He's phenomenal. And Kiki Adai doesn't make it either. Wow. Okay. That's why this doesn't make any sense. Big Ten, first team All-Americans, Terrence Cloud, Drew Doss, Javonte Liggins, right guard. Got 2 offensive linemen. Their offensive line we knew was good. Second team, Jalen Otis, another offensive lineman. Lorenzo Tavares, and no one there. Freshman, J.D. Queenan, freshman Big Ten All-American. Tanner Fasano, Manu Gee, Brandon Matlock, and no corners. Wow. So why did Kiki Adai make it? That doesn't make any fucking sense, but you know what? That's fine. All right, let's go look at bowl games here. I'm just going to quickly go through some of these. I just want to see which one plays in San Diego, honestly. Holiday Bowls in San Diego. There it is. UConn, Ohio State. That'd be a good game. Cheers. This wine's good. Cheers. Love you. Like that wine. Do you? Might need a minute to open up. All right, moving on here. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure people can still fucking hear me. What is going on in this BYU Houston game? It's still 2:22. I don't really get what's going on. Hold on, what was I gonna do here? Check my stream. Hello, testing. Cool. Just want to make sure. All right. Let's look at the bracket. Number 1 seed, Notre Dame, and we go to the Rose Bowl. Awesome. Looks like 2 Memphis. Liberty is a 3. 4 SMU. Colorado comes in the 16. They steal a bid. 16 seed, getting as the group of 5 winner. So interesting. So the at-larges are in there too. Oregon, Big Ten. Penn State, Big Ten. Washington, Big Ten. Nebraska, Big Ten. 5 Big Ten teams. Crazy. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. There's some interesting teams in here. East Carolina made it in. Had some interesting teams in there as an automatic qualifier or as a large bid win. All right, so we have the pleasure of potentially playing Penn State or Texas for the third time. Penn State. I mean, that's fine. Let's go next week. Texas. Cool. I didn't want to play Penn State for the third time. Even though it would have been fucking fine. Job offers. LSU head coach. Which they're calling a downgrade, which I completely agree, by the way. Let's look at the bracket. We are fading Texas, but who else moved on? So Colorado got beat pretty bad by Oregon. Not shocking. Texas killed Penn State. Oof. Florida beat Washington. And Nebraska beat East Carolina. So now there's only 3 Big Ten teams moving on. Oregon, Notre Dame, obviously, so the bye, and Nebraska. I mean, I'll play Oregon. I'll play SMU. I don't give a shit. But that other side of the bracket is not too crazy when you think about it. I'm not really scared of Liberty. Memphis, my alma mater. Cool. First round of the college football playoff Saturday night. I was going to play this a lot earlier. I might do some off-season shit. Potentially off-stream. Because you guys don't care about the off-season shit. I'm not getting any transfers. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Hustle and flow. I want to figure out what song this is. Okay. We have playing the Rose Bowl here. I wonder what we're playing next. All right, we got the ball. All right, sorry, just turn away. Let's go easy here. I don't know how good Texas is. I mean, I know Texas is good. They were number 1 all year, actually, now that I think about it. And then they lost some games. I remember that. I was 2. They were 1. They won. No, they did they win the national title? Who did I lose to last year? I lost to Texas, right in the semis, and then they lost to TCU. I don't fucking remember. Or Baylor? Fuck. I don't remember. Either way, I'm not taking them lightly. Not because I don't trust them. Let's be honest here. I think this is going to be maybe one of the hardest matchups. And as the 1 seed, though, when you look at that bracket, you know, I should play the lowest seeded team. That's another argument someone said is these brackets should come up with, like, reseeding after the first round. I'm like, I don't know. I think it's the first year of the college football playoff, guys. Let it be. Just, like, let the first year of the college football playoff be. This is Tutty. Nope. Let's just fix it in a couple years. It's fine. It's not the end of the world if a team gets snubbed. I do think Alabama is... I don't know. The argument against Alabama, somebody goes, there's no way you're taking Alabama 3 losses over 2-loss Ohio State. And I go, I mean, I don't know. I just think there's less at-large bids that are, like, seriously debated at this point now. I think that we probably have the college football playoff figured out. Now that I've talked through it. I think the last 2 at-large bids are Ohio State, and I think it's going to be Ohio State and Miami. I think Miami losing today helped them. Not helped them, but helped the ACC, that's for sure. It hurt Alabama because if Miami won today and they got in, then Miami could then beat SMU. SMU's out, Clemson's out, and then there's an extra at-large bid. But now I think Miami's going to get in plus either SMU or Clemson. Which, God, if Clemson makes it. My God, dude. Haven't had a good year, but they're going to fucking find a way to sneak in. Be hilarious. Hilarious on a lot of levels. And I'm not biased. I have no dog in this fight. I mean, I'm a Notre Dame fan. But my team's in. I don't really care. And the only reason why earlier when I was saying, let's debate this, and for the purposes of just bigger picture, we know that Penn State and Oregon are in, and I think it's pretty clear that Indiana's in. And for someone to be like, but Ohio State can't, dude, you guys lost to Michigan. Indiana lost to you guys, and that's gonna be the one thing that's gonna be interesting to see. How does that play out? That is a good question. Personally, I've got Indiana higher than Ohio State because, damn it, I thought it was completely. I should have passed the ball there. My fucking punter kind of sucks cock. All right, moving on. They scored. All right. Guys, focus up. Let's win this game. Oh. We got to get a run game going. It's the strongest part of our game is a run game. And at the moment, it's completely just fucking unavailable. I am thinking, though, we get the ball at the half. It'd be great to score late in this half, which, you know, from a strategy standpoint, I'm not really too concerned about. I'm more concerned about just fucking scoring right now. I'm not worried about time because we could not score at all, and this is a moot point, right? Got to get a first down here. First down. Three minutes left. This is a risky call to go draw. I almost don't like this call, but I'm doing it anyway. Fuckers. 4th and 2 on the 30. We're going for it. We're going for it because there's just not much reward by a long field goal that we could potentially miss, and then what? Wide open. I don't know what that guy was doing. He's playing zone, but man. 83 got in his zone late, but good play. Ultimate warning coming up here. I'm audibling out of this. Now I didn't get it off in time. Why can't I flip the screen call? So stupid. I'm gonna flip like every other play in the book except for screen. Man, the blocking. Okay, why is... Never mind. Punt, I have punt play as a favorite play. And for those in the chat, want to make a joke, say one of my favorite plays is a punt play. Go fuck yourself. I can't help but laugh though. Well, you sure do love the punt. Yeah. Har 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 har. So funny. It's pretty hilarious. I made the joke myself, which is it's at my expense. It's just kind of funny. All right. They did not score. We have the ball with 45 seconds and 2 timeouts. I'm going to go slowly down the field. Kind of see if we can get some yardage. If we get a big play, turn up the volume. We don't get a good play. Let this clock run down. They're blitzing me right now. Oh, what a block. Get out of bounds. 3rd and inches. Okay, I love this call. It's 3rd and inches. You call a screenplay, so it's a short pass. But it's a great play because it's a big yardage ganger. And it's a huge block. And I get out of bounds. Save a timeout. 18 seconds. That's what I was looking for. Let's run another screen. If they're not going to figure out how to defend the screen, which they have yet to do, good job there. I'm like talking college football, not paying attention to my game. Oh, it's 14-14. Timeout. A pick here wouldn't be terrible, so if it happens, we're on the 1. I just called the timeout. I have no idea how much time is left. All right. Listen, Mama didn't raise no bitch. A field goal to go to 14-7 would be huge, but I'm sorry. Mama didn't raise a bitch. Mama raised a man who got the fucking touchdown, bitch. I went for it on 4th and 1. Well, 1st and goal, actually, with 5 seconds left, so. If I got stuffed, I wouldn't be able to. My wife looked at me after I said that, and she had, like, wide eyes, like, whoa. Well, you know, we're fired up here. We're trying to beat Texas in the 2nd round of the college football playoff. Oh, what an accidental block. And we got room to fucking run there. Well, yeah, I mean, I think... No, I'm not talking college football. We're talking this game. Oh, all-out blitz. What a play, flag. It's got to be roughing the passer, right? Defense, pass interference. On the opponent's 40. Yeah, we'll take the extra 2 yards. God damn it, dude. Just blew me up right there. I wonder if there's an abort button. Abort! Doesn't look good. Don't hand it off. I like X on this play. Oh, the linebacker didn't move. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm going to throw a pick 6. Get to the line. At least we got to play defense. That's unfortunate. Like, the run, this is turning into like the Nebraska game from earlier in the year. Can't run the ball, which is like fine on some levels, but I can't run the ball. I got to pass the ball, but then I throw a pick 6. Almost a pick 6. It's just, we got to get clinical here. We're going to, I mean, I don't like playing this way per se, but we're going to have to start thinking about time on the clock and short passes, time on the clock, and figure out how many possessions we're going to have left in this game. The game's fucking tied right now. Oh, come on. See, it's like, what was that? That was a 3-yard run scrambled by the quarterback. Ain't going to fucking cut it. And they're fucking, even when they're blowing up my pass, the HB draw ain't working either. That time it did. It's only the 3rd quarter. I'm not freaking out, but this is not the game plan. We are a run team, and we can't run worth shit. And every time I mix in a run, I get fucking blown up, even on my other runs. On the pass. So it's not like I have, well, just pass the ball. It's like I'm trying to, and I threw a fucking huge interception. So I'm trying. fucking trying. Oh, you can't do that, linebacker. Oh, what a juke. I wanted to score on that play so bad just to fuck them off there. HB draw, no HB direct. This is my 1 yard play. Everyone, if you play this game or you play football in general, everyone needs a yard play. That's my yard play. Where you get a yard 90% of the time. It's time for you to go to bed is what my player said third quarter. So here's the conundrum, right? We can't run the ball. That's not going to cut it. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. So here you go and you say, okay, well, you got 3 yards, run it again. Get 3 more, be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. Okay, I'm going to run on 2nd and 7. Oh, what a block. Never mind, I got the first down. All right, that's working. We're going to chew clock now, I think. We've got the ball. We're moving it fine. I think I'm comfortable to chew the clock. Let's go into that. Let's go into the 4th quarter. 4's up, chat. 4's in the chat. 4's in the chat. 4's in the chat.
$444,444. 4.
4's in the chat. We still rushed for 130 yards, though. Do you see that? So, my plan here is to chew clock to see if we can potentially get a score here and take off some time. See, look at them, though. They're all over me. So here's the play. Ready? Angle smash. I'm fine with the screen player angle smash. Question is that star running back there. Star, if he's going to bite on it. He's not going to bite, but he will. Oh. We didn't like that. We can flip the HB screen around. It'd be pretty tragic if all we can shave off is a minute off this clock. 4th and inches, we're going for it, chat. And if you want to know why I'm going for it, all right, well, I'm going to give you 30 seconds for you to figure this out. 50-yard field goal is not for sure. We miss this field goal. They'll get the ball where I kick it, which is going to be the 42-yard line. I'm probably not making this field goal. My kicker is not that good. So then, might as well go for it. We risk it. And then we potentially extend this game. I hope 62 goes on the right block. He didn't, but we got the first down. Oh, he did. He blocked twice. Now it's the first down. Now we got the ball. Now we're good. Let's run the ball. This is what I'm talking about. I want to see 2 on the clock. Fucking beautiful. I love seeing 2s. Why didn't 57 block that guy? That block's so bad, though. 2nd and 4. I feel like we got more than 4 yards on that play. I actually like where we're at here, too. We're going to go to 2-minute warning here. Nice block, 63. 2-minute warning. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Terrence Cloud is so dynamic for me because he can catch the ball, too. I mean, he's going to be a sophomore. He'll be a junior. Can he, if he's red shirts, he could go to the draft. I don't know for certain, though. Somebody blocked somebody here. No one blocked. Now, they're going to start calling timeouts. Now, this is a different story. When you're like, did Mama raise a bitch? Yeah, he did. He's going to fucking kick a field goal here. If we go 4th down, they have no timeouts down 2 scores. I got no shame in that. That's a different story. This is not a 50-yard field goal. This is a, I don't know what this is, 14 plus 7, 21-yard field goal. No, it's a 31-yard field goal. I hate this play. Jesus Christ, just don't fumble. All right, we got a field goal here. 27 yards. Got it. 2-score win. 2-score lead. Sorry, not 2-score win. 2-score lead. They got no timeouts with a minute something left. All right, we got the ball. QB Neal. Notre Dame takes care of business. We beat Texas by 10 in the Rose Bowl, and we have another win. Add that to the list of accolades on my plate. Who's next? Who's next, John? All right, chat. Let's take a look. We're going to take a look here. They were good, but we fed them off. We played the game well. Touch that trophy. Oh, boy. Notre Dame in the Big Ten would be so fun. But honestly, Notre Dame doesn't need to be in the Big Ten for two reasons. I think they get their asses kicked, even though I'm a Notre Dame fan. They just don't need it. They just don't need it. Adai had 2 tackles. I don't know. The stats are weird this game. Moving on to the next round. Rose Bowl champions. I love that they show that quarterfinal playoff game winner. Congrats, you won the college bowl quarterfinal. All right, who we got next? My guess is Oregon. Called it. Cotton Bowl. Now watch, I'm going to have a harder matchup than the other side of the bracket, right? See who will coach off. No job offers. Didn't think I was going to get any. I just like to know. It's like you just like to window shop. I like to window shop, guys. I like to see what is available to me in job offers. So Oregon beat SMU by 7. I kind of low-key rooting for SMU. It'd be kind of fun. So Memphis got beat pretty bad by Nebraska, and Florida beat Liberty by 7. All right, so with that being said, all conference champions are done except for me. So now we go to Cotton Bowl. We will face either Florida or Nebraska after Oregon, if we get through Oregon. We're playing at AT&T Stadium back-to-back weeks. Is that not strange to anybody? Is this game not played in AT&T Dallas? Let me look. Arlington, Texas. Yeah. So we're going to play both games in that stadium. Alright, well that's that. So, this will be an interesting game. Okay, chat, I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back on a little bit. I'm going to go watch some TV with my wife, hang out, and we will be back. It's a quiet night tonight, but we'll play the final 2 games before bed, I think is what my plan is. If not, tomorrow morning or something. We'll see. Actually, probably not because Fortnite's going to be up. Now we'll see what happens. Appreciate all you guys joining in. Actually, nobody fucking joined. So, I don't appreciate anyone joining in. No one fucking joined. Which is okay. I'm not mad about it, but, you know. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's interesting. But apparently not enough for people to go out of their way to join me, but that's okay. All right, so we will be back online for the final game of the year, which is found 2 games of the year potentially, maybe 1 game, where we will play in the Cotton Bowl versus Oregon, and then the flip side, Florida and Nebraska will play in the Orange Bowl, and you know, all 3 of these teams other than me had to play. This would be their 3rd game. This is my 2nd game, so we'll see what happens. The other thing, oh yawn, sorry chat. Oh my god. Okay, the other thing I was gonna say was, real quick, I just want to look at my coaching contracts. It tells you what bowls I won. Well, what bowls Notre Dame won. I won the Cotton Bowl last year. Got it. Okay. I have a 5-year extension, by the way, chat. So, very good. we are comfortable. 2 back-to-back years of Big Ten play. Big Ten champions. All right, chat. I'm going to take a little break. Peace out. I'll see you guys in about, I don't know, in a little while. We'll see. If I don't come on, see you tomorrow. And, yeah, I don't really know. It could be, honestly, like 15 minutes. It could be like 2 hours. It could be also 12 hours. So, listen, none of y'all showed up, so you don't get any sort of stability from me. All right. Peace and love, everybody. Talk to you guys later.